Welcome everybody to Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. So yeah, Gunpei Yokai decided to make another Mario game since Mario Land 1 actually sold quite a bit.
It was a big hit, actually.
And now, here's just a thing you can say. Instead of the Super Mario Bros. 1 sprites, we get a downgrade version of the Super Mario World sprites. So that's pretty cool.
Which is definitely more defined.
And yes, deleting the file, you have to turn Mario into a bomb to destroy the file by bombing it, I guess. Sure, why not? Okay.
You know, the thought occurs that we haven't done a Mario Maker Monday part in a while.
True.
Oh well, we've had a nice break from it.
I'll be fair, I do like this theme.
I do like the theme, but it's the only theme in this entire game. I'm not even kidding.
Aside from the space floaty level.
Yeah, aside from the space zone, literally, okay, and maybe the boss tunes, every single level theme aside from the space zone is literally this theme but remixed. Like,
I like the soundtrack, but I'll admit I definitely like the first Mario Land soundtrack leagues better.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love this theme, but couldn't we come up with at least 2 more level themes? I mean, come on. I mean, it gets to a point where I'm
straight production or something.
I mean, it gets to a point where I get kind of tired of listening to the exact same tune over and over and over.
Not to mention, it's got one of the worst invincibility themes in a game.
Oh yeah, I don't really like the invincibility theme in this one at all.
Why the heck did they get rid of the awesomeness of Mario Land's invincibility thing? I mean,
yeah,
why not do the same thing?
This game had a different composer.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. No. What I'm wondering is that...
Oh, here we go. Speaking of the devil.
Pretty much what Mario... Yeah, I'm just wondering why they didn't... yeah. I'm just wondering why they didn't do what the main Mario games were doing and, like, you know, keep the invincibility thing consistent. I mean, that's pretty much what they did. Why not do the same for handheld Mario?
I have no idea. Fortunately...
Well, the sound effects are the same as in the NES games. Well,
yes.
When you collect the coins, anyway.
Yeah.
I guess.
When you also fire the fire.
Oh yes, we also have the spin jump.
And the fire flower sounds the same.
Yeah, this is pretty much a handheld.
Yeah, and compared to the original Super Mario Land, this is miles away on improvement.
Yeah.
I love how Mario's hat has a feather in it.
In most aspects, anyway.
Yeah.
Gotta love how Mario's hat here has a feather for some reason.
Personally, I think this particular development team really hit their stride when they made Wario Land 1, not so much these two. Don't get me wrong, this game is pretty good, but I still think this is... I still think, you know, like the fact that these games are so different than other Mario games speaks to me that these developers probably really wanted to get away from just doing Mario games, which is why they, after this, they completely dropped Mario and just made Wario their protagonist, since they were the ones who came up with Wario, sorry.
Okay, basically...
I don't really get the feeling that it was that different until the Wario Land game, honestly. It feels similar enough. Okay, that's it, I see where you're going from. Okay, James, go ahead.
I've also played this game, and that hut he was in, basically when you accumulate coins throughout the course of the game, and you can use it to buy items, pretty much.
Exactly, what Web said. Also, what you're seeing right there in the that's Mario's castle. But so the story of this game is that Wario, while Mario was saving Princess Daisy in Saraza Land in Mario Land 1, Wario came and took over Mario's castle. Now you're probably wondering, Mario has a castle since when? Well, he
has an entire island.
In this spin-off series, he does, because this is a different continuity. So.
Not just an island, but he has not just a castle, but he has an entire island. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real estate must be pretty good around the Mushroom Kingdom.
The composer of this game is Kazumi Totaka.
Oh, Totaka, there you go.
Totaka, really?
Yes.
Totaka.
His previous credits include Mario Paint, and since then he's gone on to compose music for Wave Race 64, Yoshi's Story, Luigi's Mansion, Wii Sports.
Okay,
and recently the main theme for Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yeah.
You know, that gets me thinking. I mean, since Super Mario Maker literally was going to be Mario Paint 2 originally, I wonder if he was going to return as a composer for that.
Okay, you see, for those who are not aware, Totaka is kind of a Nintendo legend in a way because of the Totaka song. What's the Totaka song? Basically, a lot of Nintendo games seem to have the Totaka song, aka the one we're listening to right now. Basically, there are traces of this particular theme in a lot of Nintendo games. There seems to be somewhat hidden in like there's one in Wii Sports. So yeah, for some reason Nintendo the Totaka song is pretty much the Nintendo equivalent of the Konami code. For some reason, it's in pretty much all of their games. For some reason, and it's not really apparent why.
Might as well look up history on the guy to see why. Maybe. Kazuki.
I'm actually Totaka. Totaka. Anyway.
Okay.
Now we're in the tree zone. That's right. This game has zones, not worlds.
Not to be confused with Mario's rival at the time.
Yeah.
Well, Sonic came out a year before, so. Because this game came out in 1992.
Hence why I said not to be confused.
Yeah, so basically everybody, aside from Goombas and Koopa Troopas, all of the enemies in this game are actually brand new. There are bees, there are frogs.
Oh, okay, can I mention the problem this game has?
Go ahead.
Slow down.
Yeah, this game...
This game has pretty bad frame rate issues at times.
Yeah.
I also noticed that in a lot of there are a lot of times where when you jump, sometimes the camera just detaches from the floor.
Yeah,
and that's always a bad thing in platformers.
I've actually got the cartridge of this game, and I play it on my Game Boy Advance. And yes, the slowdown is evident there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell that even though they had kind of no. You can tell that they were still working on trying to get ahead of Mario. However, unlike the first Mario Land, they were very more ambitious with the graphics in this game.
I guess the Game Boy couldn't really handle these kind of graphics.
It can handle it.
Like 8-bit, barely.
It
Wario
can
Land
handle
1,
this, but you need to have the very, very, very good programming for it. Whereas they had mastered it with Mario Land, they had completely different graphics.
Yeah.
Which, of course, when it comes to stuff like this, you need to absolutely know what you're doing. For all you know, you could have mastered how to render NES graphics on something, but when you're going to a whole different art style, oh boy, be ready to shift gears.
Not to mention, guys, remember, this team actually had made Wario Land 1 after this, and then Wario Land 2, which was also on the Game Boy. And Wario Land 2's graphics are pretty damn great for their time.
The main difference between this and the likes of...
The mini games you play when you collect items after you've rung that bell up top, they change. Like in one where you picked an item from a conveyor belt. Here you had to use this.
This one is pretty much just luck.
Hey.
It's luck based, depending on where the mice go and also the direction of where the fuse travels. You get a different item.
So yes, a turnip gives you. Well, okay, I guess it's technically not.
Okay, allow me to explain something.
A turnip allows you to
allow me to introduce you to a power-up that's unique to this Mario game: the bunny hat. This power-up is broken as hell because if you mash the A button, you can keep yourself in the air for quite a long time, and you can practically skip whole levels using it with it.
Yeah. I think there was a level that I've forgotten what level it was exactly, but I just used this to beat the level.
Yeah, like you see what I'm. If you'll see it in the later parts. I don't remember if I do. There you go. See, you see what I'm doing right now? Basically. Yeah. There are levels where, if a level is high enough, I can pretty much do the whole level like that.
Yeah, I know the game wants me to play fair, but no, fuck you, Nintendo. If I can do this, I'm gonna do this.
Honestly, Dweebs, you are playing fair because the game gives you it, so hey, it's within your rights.
See, I even completely ignored, fuck the fire flower, this is where it's at.
Yeah.
And Pedro's usually the guy who goes after every single item.
Yeah, but what's the point when you can just fly over everything?
Tara, have you had any kind of history of this game?
Not that much, but I did kind of play it somehow. But I have very little experience with it, very little memories of my playthrough of it. So yeah, I'm very rusty on this one.
Okay. Basically, the way this level works is that gray thing is either water, sand, or something.
It's supposed to be honey. It's supposed to be honey. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be fair. At one point during a level, I think they do a remix of a piece of music from the first game.
Yeah, I think it's when you fight Tatanga or something.
Yeah. Oh.
Here's an interesting thing. Sometimes you can find alternate exits to the level that lead you to secret levels. This is going to be something that's also going to be a big staple of the Wario Land games.
Yeah.
Well, then again, it makes sense. Wario is the villain of this game.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Okay,
Basically, after this game, the development. Basically, after this game, the developers got tired of Mario. You know what? Let's just make Wario games.
Okay, I'll sum up the plot. Mario has a castle. Wario took
I already did that.
Did that to him.
Did he?
I did.
Yeah, he did. Only a few minutes
My
ago.
memory is really, really bad.
You see what I'm doing? Look at this.
Yeah.
So, Pedro, how long are you gonna hold on to the power up until you get hit?
It's been I don't remember.
Oh well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
She only recorded this like a week
Oh no, there's a time limit. There's no way I could possibly make it there in time with this wonderful power up.
Oh, look,
there
I
already.
did. There we go. Ta-da.
Oh.
A speedrunner's dream
All
come
right.
true.
Jump cut to the part where okay, now let's take the downward path instead of the pipe. See,
Oh, my wondering is that why the heck
little memo, Mr. Totaka. Just because you take the theme and make it slower, that doesn't make it a different theme. Go ahead, Jovo.
You know, my wondering is like, well, why the heck did they go the extra mile and give us a power-up like this? I mean, why not just copy something like the Tanuki leaf or, you know, even the feather cap
Again,
from
Joe.
Mario?
Again, Joe. But these developers were trying to do their own thing. They wanted.
No, I get that. But I mean, well, why make this particular power-up? Because, every other power-up is pretty much an emulation of something from the main Mario games. I mean, why go out of your way to make a power so literally broken? I mean, even for, you know, old 8-bit or something bit genres, I mean, they didn't usually make power-ups literally this blatant unless you had to go out of your way to literally get something that for a great reward.
Oh well. It's
It's still fun to use, I'll say.
Okay, so basically, I can either go through the Ant level or the B level, but I'm gonna show off both of them. Why not? I mean, this game is already short enough as it is, so...
How many parts did it take you to do it?
3.
3 parts? Wow.
Don't worry, Libs. That's what Wario Land is for, because Wario Land is actually pretty huge for its time. It's got a shit ton of levels.
Oh, yeah.
But the interesting thing is that Wario Land 1 also has a broken power-up, the jet hat, which, again, if you know how to use it, you can also do the similar thing you do with this hat.
Yeah.
Granted, with
There's
the
also
jet
the fact
hat,
that in
that
a
takes
couple
a
of
bit
Wario
more...
Land games you cannot die. You just it's so basically finishing levels is just a minor inconvenience.
Yeah, the challenge doesn't come so much from whether you die or not. It comes from how many coins you can accumulate. And in the boss,
I will admit that is a bit of a turnoff for me when it comes to the first Wario Land game.
But in the first Wario Land game, you can die.
Wait, I thought that you could die in Mario Land 3, aka Wario Land. I mean, couldn't die in that one. Or is that 4 we're talking about?
In 4 you can die, but in 1 you can... Basically, the whole cannot die thing premiered in Wario Land 2.
Oh, that one. Okay, I was thinking about it in the sense that, like, well, you know, it's part of the Mario Land series. Okay.
And...
There we go.
Alright, okay. Is Pedro lucky this time?
Let's see.
Yes!
Yay!
What if it drops on the conveyor belt and you miss?
Actually, Dweebs, that kind of happens sometimes on Nintendo Badge Arcade.
And the same theme again.
Again. This time it's not even a remix, it's literally the exact same fucking track.
Okay.
Mr. Totaka, how much were they paying you? I'm guessing very little.
Yeah, it's like, you only pay me 5 yen per song? Well, fuck you. I only do like 3 then.
I'm tempted to maybe look up the history.
Oh yeah, here's another thing that's also going to be available in Wario Land 1. Owls with flat heads that you can use as platforms.
But we've got the bunny ears, so...
There we go.
Yeah, sorry, fuck the owls.
Fuck the level, in general.
Yeah.
Really.
Level design.
There's a checkpoint there. There's a checkpoint there, but who gives a shit?
Yeah, just fine. Oh, well, I guess the designers anticipated that move at this time. Sorry, Pedro, I guess you're gonna have to play the level after all.
Don't worry, Dwebs. All I have to do is get through this structure. I swear, if you play this game, this song will be burned in your mind, because it's the only song you'll hear for about 90% of this game.
It definitely is for me.
Just like the good old... Wait.
I'd be like if, I don't know, have you ever heard a Sonic game constantly reuse one track?
No.
Yeah, boss theme.
Jesus.
Okay, so basically I can kill bosses in two ways. I either throw 6 fireballs at it, or I just jump on it 3 times.
These bosses...
this boss looks easy enough.
These bosses always give me... These bosses are always so weird for... These bosses are always so tricky for me, because they come so fast.
There we go.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I was found
that sound effect. Woo! It's like he's doing the Goofy scream.
And 1 coin has been achieved.
Alright, so we got the first of the 6 golden coins. The tree coin. 5 more and we'll fight Wario.
Yeah.
You got the coin.
I love how Mario has in his gate the words Marlin 2 for reasons that are completely unknown to me.
What if he's that big an egotist?
Alright, now let's get back into the tree.
I like to put my name everywhere.
So now let's get back to the tree zone so we can do this level that we missed. See, it's the exact same
You
fucking...
cannot speed up either.
Yeah, even if you do speed it up, it doesn't change the fact that it's the exact same fucking melody.
When people say they want consistency in soundtracks, I'm not quite sure this is what they meant.
One has nothing to do with the other, to be quite honest. Yeah.
So now we've got skeleton wasps.
Wow.
Yes.
This game's certainly not lacking
totally
in
not Wumper.
Well,
this game's
Dwebs,
certainly not lacking in imagination.
well, Dwebs, if we have in the main series we have bone turtles, might as well have bone wasps too. Why
Yeah,
not?
bone wasps. These are these handheld games are really the ones I'm most familiar with when it comes to Mario. Yeah, I'm not familiar. Aside from like the first Mario game, I'm not familiar at all with the other ones.
Sure.
Like I've never touched Mario World or anything like that.
Oh, Mario World is fantastic.
Is it on Virtual Console?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Why wouldn't it be?
It can be a bit tricky, Joe. I mean, I think there was a Donkey Kong Country game that got removed at one point.
Yeah, it was
Wait,
actually, yeah.
I know.
Honestly, Dwebs, Donkey Kong,
I know
the
that,
SNES
but it's
games are so...
Mario of all things. I mean, are you really expecting Nintendo to omit a Mario game of any point in history from their library?
The Donkey Kong Country games, the original ones were made by Rare, so that's the problem.
Which is funny because
Actually,
Not to mention
actually,
that
it's not...
recently Donkey
actually-
Kong Country 64 recently came
Yeah,
too on Virtual
exactly.
Console
I was about
last
to say
year.
that. I was about to say that too. Actually, that's not the problem too, because Rare themselves even said it when they were asked once in an interview that the games themselves belong to Nintendo.
And you know
it's-
what's funny? If I
ahead.
recall correctly, in an interview, one of the main reasons Microsoft bought Rare is because they
Well, so they
wanted
could
the
get
Donkey Kong IP.
They even asked publicly, so does
So
it
let me
mean
get
that
this
Donkey
straight.
Kong-
Bill Gates was so... The guys at Microsoft were so... like, you need any more proof that Microsoft just went into the gaming industry because they wanted a fair share of money from the industry. I mean, they actually didn't even know that Donkey Kong was Nintendo.
Well, they did know that Donkey Kong was Nintendo, but they thought that by buying Rare, they would also get Donkey Kong.
Remind me again what these...
you know what's
Okay, basically, Teo, I pay
What the shit?
I pay money and I get to do a mini game for a power up, and
Yeah,
the more money I expend, the better the rewards.
I was
Like, for
gonna say,
example, in 50
Hey.
coins, I actually can get 1-ups.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
Speaking
yeah,
of-
yeah. That reminds me, yeah. Starting with this Mario Land game, yeah, the handheld games are going to have a heavy emphasis on coins. Quite a good segue for Wario, considering his greed.
I was gonna say, speaking of Donkey Kong, what's weird is that even though Rare were owned by Microsoft in the early 2000s, Rare still made the GBA ports for the Donkey Kong Country games.
That's because
It's because Microsoft don't really care about handhelds, so they're like, fine, you can make the GBA games. Go.
They allowed it because Microsoft doesn't care about handhelds, so they allowed it.
Yeah. It's very rare though, a Microsoft-owned studio making a Nintendo game.
All right, and next, since I'm kind of
Minecraft for you.
Okay, so I'm actually getting kind of tired of the Totaka song, so let's actually go to the Spice Zone, so we can actually listen to something different.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I remember this one from when I played it.
As if the bunny suit wasn't enough, this bubble allows me to it's pretty much a moon jump, really.
Although, it is very fragile though, it only takes one hit and then you plummet all the way back down.
Isn't it so wonderful when almost every level comprises of nothing but clouds?
Yes.
You were saying?
Old man yells at Cloud. Hey, Joe, this could be Cloud's favourite place.
Well, since Cloud is now getting introduced to the Mushroom Kingdom as of late, who knows? Maybe he'll take a trip to Saras Land and the like, and Mario's Island, and you name it.
So in a genre, I'm more inclined to think he will be in a Mario RPG. Like
wait.
Hey guys, guess what I got?
Wait. I just realized something, guys.
What?
Dark versions of heroes. We have Dark Link, we have Dark Samus, we have Shadow Mario, and we have and Dark Pit. Maybe if we have a crossover with Nintendo and Square Enix, we could get Dark Cloud.
Oh, don't worry, Jova. It already exists. It's the one with the Advent Children costume.
Yeah, but imagine this though. It turns out that Dark Cloud gets his own spin-off made by Level 5, and that will then be called Dark Cloud Free.
Oh. Huh.
Whoa.
Alright, everybody, in the next part,
we're going in space!
Yes, basically, everybody, the developers must have really loved the Moon Zone from DuckTales, so, yeah, let's have a Moon Zone here, too. So, I'm not even kidding, they have Mario with a space helmet and everything, just like in the original DuckTales game. Alright, see you then, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.